Hello, everyone. This is Alex Tremble from the Alex Tremble Show, and I want to talk to you right now about overcoming those fears and concerns you have about reaching for your goals and going big. So, my wife and I right now are in Arches National Park in Utah. And it's freaking awesome. It's beautiful. It's great. And you know what? As we went for a little hike, we saw this beautiful mountain that we wanted to go on, and so but we weren't sure, right? Because it was big, it was scary, it was huge, and we didn't see too many people on that trail. And we actually really it was a lot of turmoil for a while, and finally we said, well, let's try, let's see how far we can get, let's see how close we can get. So we started on our way, and as we get closer to the mountain, we are like, okay, well, this does this looks doable. We can do this. Until we got to our first big rock scramble. Super nervous. Like it was fairly like this. And if you were to fall off either side, you would definitely extremely hurt yourself, if not more. And so at that point we decided that, maybe that was the rest of our trip. We were done. It was good. We had a good run. We're going to turn around and go back. And you know what? We saw some other people coming down. It was like, well, if they tried it, then shouldn't we try at least? So then we started getting closer and closer and closer to the rock scramble. And as we got closer to the rock scramble, we noticed that, yeah, it was scary, but it wasn't that scary. And as we got on top of the rock scramble, we slowly made our way up, and and we made it up. We hiked out to where we wanted to go, and it was beautiful. So what I want to talk to you about now really quickly about is reaching your goals. It's going to look scary sometimes. If you're dreaming, looking big, it's going to look scary. But you know what? The closer you get to doing it, the closer you get to attaining it, you say, I can do this. But the interesting thing about this, the funny thing about this, is the only way that you can get closer to it, to understand that you can actually accomplish it, is to get closer, is to make steps, is to take action. You have to start down that road. If you allow that fear to stop you from even starting, you will always be staring at that mountain, at that goal from the distance, saying that thing is way too big. There's no way that I can climb Mount Everest. And then the second thing is, as we started to climb that rock scramble, we saw that people were climbing it standing straight up. Some people were all on all fours climbing up because they were a little more nervous. And some people were scooting up on their butt. And you know what? All three of them, they made it to the top. See, what my wife just told me right now is, she pointed this out actually. Sometimes you look at someone doing something great and you say, oh, I can't do it like that. Well, you don't have to do it like that. The goal is not to do it like someone else. The goal is to do it and to get there. So if you got to climb on your hands and knees to make it happen, this couple we just passed, maybe they'll coming up in a second. This couple we just passed, 72 years old, did this. Crazy, huffing hard on all fours. I was nervous. My wife nervous. We stayed to make sure they were okay, and they did it. So I'm encouraging right now is don't think that you have to do it just the way that someone else did, because you can find the way that works best for you. And you're standing straight up on your hands and knees, crawling like you're in the military, but do it. Take action. And you know what? The reason why you should do it is because once you get to the top, I can promise you it's worth it. This is where we're at right now. All because we made a decision that we weren't going to allow that fear that we saw from a distance. We didn't say, it's going to be too much. We said, you know what? You're right. We are nervous. We are fearful, but we know what we want, so we're going to keep pushing forward. It's the same thing as courage, right? It's having that courage to push forward and pursue your dreams. And remember, courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid, because if you were not afraid of something, there would be no need for courage, right? You only need courage when you are afraid of something, when you're not sure if it's going to work out, but you do it anyway. So what I want you to do is build up that courage. Be courageous in your own life and reaching your goals and all your career aspirations, and just dream big and do it big. Look, this is Alex Tremble from the Alex Tremble Show. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I love you all so much. Sorry, my lips are dry. We've been hiking for a while now, all day actually. So, as always, stay strong, stay positive, definitely stay stay moving. And click that like button.